And we've got you covered on this election night. The big story, U.S. Senate race between Mark Warner and Ed Gillespie is a tight one.
And we're on your side with team coverage. 10 on your side's Andy Fox is live in Arlington with Senator Mark Warner's campaign. Aaron Kelly live in Springfield with the Gillespie campaign.
Jason Marks is live in Virginia Beach, where a lot of the ballot issues originated. And Liz Palka is live in Chesapeake watching the 4th District race with Randy Forbes.
And we also have political analyst Joel Rubin. You can see there in the corner of your screen crunching the numbers.
That's right. He will tell us what these results mean for you and for the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Let's start our team coverage now with the U.S. Senate race in Virginia. Much closer than expected. The entire country with its eye on this one. A razor-thin lead for Mark Warner, 49% to 49% over Ed Gillespie, and right now still too close to call.
Absolutely. 10 on your side's Andy Fox is live in Arlington with Mark Warner's campaign. Andy, you tweeted just a couple hours ago that it was too close to call. There was no celebrating yet at Warner's camp. People are really looking to see what is going to happen here. What is the latest now?
Yes, well, it's very loud here. That's why I'm having to hold my hand up. The last vote total was a difference of 3,422 votes. At 10:29, Mark Warner finally pulled ahead. I want to give you a very important statistic here, though, to show you one of the reasons why it is so close. In his home city of Alexandria, Mark Warner did 7 percentage points worse than Terry McAuliffe did when Terry McAuliffe ran for governor. Alexandria is very Democratic and very pro-Mark Warner, and yet he did 7% less than what Terry McAuliffe did. There is a quiet confidence with the Mark Warner campaign. A political operative told me they are going to squeak this one out. And I am telling you right now that at 3,422 votes at our last count, that is certainly in the category of squeaking it out. It might also be important to note that this will very well fall within the guidelines of being able to have and call for a recount. Here's the rule. If it's 1% or less, the state allows the recount. If it's less than 0.5% difference, then the state will pay for it. Anything from 0.5% to 1%, the campaign will pay for it. But once again, there is a quiet confidence here. I will tell you this, when the last numbers came up for Mark Warner being up, there wasn't a lot of enthusiasm because they know it is so close it can turn around. We don't know how this is going to end right now, but the political operatives are believing that Mark Warner will squeak this out. We'll see if they're right. In Arlington, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
All right, staying in Northern Virginia now, let's get to Aaron Kelly live in Springfield, where she told us earlier they were chanting, "Go, Ed, go."
Go, Ed, go, meaning the Ed Gillespie campaign, and I don't hear as much noise there. How is it?
Well, they're not chanting right now, and we haven't heard a lot of screaming except for when we hear the gains for the Senate, for the Republicans in the Senate. That's when you start to hear some reaction from the results coming in. But, you know, I can tell you that earlier in the night, the crowd here was pretty energized, and the crowd here is still buzzing, and they're not going anywhere. It seems that they are awaiting some final result or an announcement of some sort. Ed Gillespie had said a couple days ago that he might be outspent, but he would not be outworked, and he's been working with his team, the G-Force, he calls it. Some of them have been predicting a stunner. We know from a CNU poll, one of the latest polls from last week, that he closed the gap a little bit, that he made some gains over the past couple of weeks. We know that there were some undecided voters and also some supporters of Robert Sarvis, and as a result of that number dropping, Ed Gillespie's numbers went up. And so we know that the former White House aide, RNC chair, has been out across the Commonwealth today, stopping at lots of different polling places and meeting with voters, trying to get that last-minute push here, but we have not seen him tonight, and all of his supporters are here in Springfield waiting to find out what the deal is. As I mentioned earlier, they're not as energetic as they were earlier, but they are certainly sticking around here, and the crowd is still buzzing. That's the latest here live in Springfield. Aaron Kelly, 10 on your side.